God is in tears. He's been trying to reach you. The air has been heavy all day, not just with silence, but with the echo of divine pleading that you couldn't hear, yet it was there, circling you, surrounding you, begging your spirit to pause. Even now, as you read this, there is a trembling in the heavens. Not out of anger, but heartbreak. Because this isn't the first time he tried to warn you. This is the final chance. There are no more signs after this. No more dreams. No more gentle whispers. If you ignore this, if you turn away one more time, you will regret it in ways you can't yet imagine. And even now, God still loves you enough to try again. Even now, with eyes that have cried over you all night long, He is sending this final word in hope that you might hear. That your soul might tremble the way the angels did when your name was whispered across the throne room of heaven, followed by the word, danger. A danger you don't see, but He does. A danger you've been brushing off. A danger that has been waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But God saw it. And He wept. And He sent message after message to your spirit, through dreams, through feelings, through strange delays, through moments where things didn't make sense, trying to protect you. You felt uneasy recently, didn't you? You sensed something off. And then you dismissed it. You thought maybe you were overthinking. But what if that wasn't your imagination? What if that was the Holy Spirit pulling on your sleeve like a desperate friend in a burning building, saying, "We need to leave now"? What if every delay, every sudden shift, every sleepless night, every dream you couldn't interpret, was part of a divine language? What if this moment right here was the final attempt to grab your attention before something irreversible is unleashed? God says, "My child, I am not trying to scare you. I'm trying to protect you. But what's coming, I cannot shield you from it unless you listen. Unless you obey. Unless you stop everything and hear me now. There are people speaking lies about you behind your back, planning things in dark places, and their timing is coordinated with something spiritual. The enemy is using them. Not because you're weak, but because you're chosen. And chosen ones are always targeted. Always misjudged. Always isolated before their elevation. You've wondered why some people suddenly changed towards you. Why someone close became distant. Why someone who once supported you is now silent, and why others have grown unusually bold in challenging you. It's not just emotions. It's not just coincidence. This is spiritual. You are under observation. But not just by them, by heaven. Because heaven still believes in you. Heaven still sees you as worth saving. Even though you doubted yourself, even though you got tired, even though you started wondering if maybe all of this was in vain, God still says you are His. That you are about to step into something that's going to define the rest of your life. But you must not miss this moment. Someone is trying to sabotage your next season. They've been trying to pull information about you, twist your words, record things, extract your secrets. Someone has been reporting about you without your knowledge. You felt the suspicion, the betrayal, but you kept second-guessing it because you're a person of love. But God says, I saw it. I watched it happen. I watched the conversation you were never invited to. I watched the agreement behind closed doors. I saw the signatures. I heard the laughter. I watched the jealousy turn into action. And it pained me because I gave them a chance to stop. I gave them a moment to repent. But they didn't. So now, I am stepping in. But you must meet me in obedience. You must not return to what I pulled you away from. You must not contact the one I told you to release. You must not rejoin the one who keeps stabbing you in the spirit. You must not lend your trust to the one who keeps proving they cannot handle your anointing. You must not keep justifying the behavior of someone who's hiding intentions darker than you know. Because there is someone in your life who isn't who they appear to be. They are in disguise, even to themselves. They don't know they've become a tool in the hands of the enemy. That every time they look at you, they are reminded of their own unhealed wounds. That every time they hear about your progress, something inside of them boils. They've been smiling in front of you, but gnashing their teeth in private. They've been monitoring you more than supporting you. And God says, this is the one I kept warning you about. I tried to show you in dreams. I tried to stir your discernment. I tried to delay your meetings. I tried to make you uncomfortable around them. But you kept giving them grace. You kept convincing yourself that your love could heal what only I can heal. You kept putting yourself in spiritual danger because of your compassion. And now, I'm begging you, please don't ignore this again. Please don't give them another opening. Because the next thing you allow in your space is going to shape your future. One wrong agreement can open doors you can't close. One wrong visit. One wrong call. One emotional moment where you let someone in again, can cost you the very blessing you've been praying for. And you've come too far. You've suffered too much. You've cried too long to let it all unravel now. I am still your God. I still hold your future. But I won't override your will. I will keep warning, but I won't force you. I will cry, but I will not intervene if you keep opening the door to your enemies. You don't know what they're planning, but I do. You don't see the documents. You don't see the cameras. You don't see the whispered conversations and fake apologies. You don't see what's been buried behind their silence. But I do. And I am telling you, this is the moment to disconnect completely. Spiritually. Emotionally. Practically. This is not bitterness. This is survival. There's something waiting for you. A blessing so large, it will silence your enemies and shock your relatives. But you must be positioned for it. You can't receive it while holding hands with those who are aligned against it. You can't carry this level of favor while still entertaining people who only love you when you're small. You must choose. You must draw the line. You must walk away from what keeps delaying you. I've tried to give you signs through people, through sermons, through sudden clarity. And you noticed, but you doubted. You thought, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me. But my child, it wasn't just you. It was me. It was me pulling your heart away from danger. It was me making you uncomfortable in that conversation. It was me making you hesitate before sending that message. It was me turning your stomach when that person entered the room. And still, you doubted. But now there is no time left. This is it. One wrong step from here, and it may take years to repair. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to give you a final open door. You must walk. But this time, you must do it differently. You must obey fully. No more excuses. No more half-listening. No more temporary obedience. Full surrender. Now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Your breakthrough depends on it. Your safety depends on it. The prayers of your ancestors, the angels assigned to you, the divine instructions hovering over your life, they all depend on your yes. You've cried asking me to show you who is real. I did. You just didn't want to believe it. You asked me to open the right doors. I did. But you were still clinging to the wrong ones. You asked me to protect you. I did, by sending this message. Right now. One last time. One final nudge. This is your moment. Heaven is silent, watching, waiting for your decision. Because based on it, everything else will either align or collapse. Do not scroll past this. Do not take this lightly. Do not minimize it. Read it again if you must. Sit with it. Pray over it. Fast if you need clarity. But do not delay. Do not talk yourself out of obedience. This is bigger than your emotions. This is bigger than your comfort zone. This is your destiny, and you are one decision away from stepping into a future that will redeem every painful thing you've ever endured. I still believe in you. I still love you. I still have plans for you. But you must close the door on what I told you to leave behind. You must shut the access. You must guard your heart, your space, your calling. Because what's coming next is going to blow your mind. But only if you're in position. Only if you're ready. Only if you choose me, fully, immediately, without hesitation. God is speaking. Don't let his tears fall in vain. He's been trying to warn you for hours. Now, he's saying this is your final chance. Don't skip it. Don't ignore it. Don't say, maybe later. Please. Open your heart now. Before it's too late. Because you are loved. You are chosen. And you are running out of time. God has not turned his face from you. But he's been quiet, watching what you would do with this final warning. He's been holding back angels from intervening, just to see if your heart would shift on its own. Not because he doesn't love you, but because he wants to see if you truly love him enough to listen. This isn't a test of punishment. It's a test of alignment. Because when someone is marked by heaven, the standards are different. You don't get the luxury of ignoring divine instructions and still expecting peace. You don't get to blend in with the world and still expect favor to follow you. You are set apart. And with that calling comes a weight, a sacred one. And your next decision is going to prove if you are ready for the level of glory God is about to release. And yes, it will be released. That's why the warfare has increased. That's why your body has been under strange attacks. That's why your sleep hasn't been peaceful. That's why confusion tried to cloud your thoughts. Because hell has sensed something rising around you. Something is forming in the spirit. Something with your name on it. And the enemy is desperate to interrupt it before it becomes visible. That's why someone tried to emotionally break you recently. That's why someone is suddenly talking about leaving you. That's why someone is acting cold and silent. It's all a demonic orchestration designed to shake you emotionally so that you miss the divine download. But God says, don't be shaken. Be still. I will fight for you. I will silence the liars. I will expose the deceivers. But I need your agreement. I need your obedience. I need you to close the door to the one who keeps pretending to care while secretly plotting against you. There is someone in your life whose presence is poisoning your progress. You feel heavy every time you interact with them. You feel drained. You feel doubtful. You feel confused. That's not love. That's warfare. And you've been calling it connection, but it's really spiritual sabotage. Let me show you who they are. Let me reveal their true intentions. I'll do it in the next 24 hours if you ask me. But will you believe me when I show you? Will you have the courage to walk away when I give you proof? Or will you stay, out of fear, out of nostalgia, out of guilt? My child, this is not the time to let your heart be louder than my voice. This is the time to trust me more than your feelings. Because feelings lie. But I never do. I told you I would never leave you, and I meant it. I told you I would protect you, and I have. Even when you didn't notice. Even when you were surrounded by spiritual assassins and didn't know it. I blocked attacks that were scheduled to destroy your mind. I blocked deals that would have led to your downfall. I disrupted friendships that were demonic in disguise. I dried up relationships that would have pulled you into a cycle of delay. You thought I was punishing you, but I was saving you. And I am still saving you. But you must work with me. There is a contract, spiritual and physical, that someone is trying to place in your name. They want to bind you. Not in love, but in fear. Not in loyalty, but in manipulation. And they are using what they know about your past to keep you quiet. But your past does not have the power they think it does. Your past has already been paid for. Washed. Redeemed. It has no legal authority to speak against you anymore. But if you let them make you feel unworthy, if you let them trap you in shame, they'll have access again. I need you to walk boldly now. I need you to declare who you are, a child of the Most High. I need you to say it out loud. I need you to break every soul tie that is keeping you stuck. Say their names if you must. Release them. Cancel their assignment. You don't owe anyone access to your future just because they were part of your past. And you don't owe loyalty to people who are disloyal to your spirit. I know your heart is tender. I made it that way. But I never asked you to be abused in my name. I never asked you to stay in danger just to prove that you are kind. I never asked you to keep ignoring red flags. I asked you to trust me. And now I'm asking again, please, for the sake of everything I've placed in you, don't go back. Don't pick up the phone. Don't send the message. Don't reply to that DM, don't check that profile. Don't reread the old texts. Don't revisit what I already helped you escape. Because what's coming next is so holy. So precise. So miraculous, it needs your full focus. You can't enter this next season with old baggage. There are blessings that won't unlock until the leeches are removed. There are doors that won't open until the weight of manipulation is gone. There are promises I'm ready to fulfill, but they are time-sensitive. You're not waiting on me anymore. I'm waiting on you. And while you hesitate, the enemy is negotiating. He's negotiating with people who know you. Trying to find the right moment to plant confusion in your path. Trying to provoke a reaction out of you. Trying to push you into a spiritual trap. But I will not let him win, if you listen to me now. Do not trust every apology. Do not believe every compliment. Do not fall for emotional outbursts that have no repentance behind them. Watch their fruit, not their feelings. Listen to how they speak about others, because that's how they speak about you when you're not around. Discern. Pay attention. Ask me to show you, and I will. But be prepared for the truth, because it may break your heart before it sets you free. But it will set you free. And that's my goal. Your freedom. Your fullness. Your joy. Your elevation. Your peace. Your calling. I never wanted you to live your life watching your back. I never intended for you to walk around numb, anxious, and unsure who to trust. That's not peace. That's survival. And you were not born to survive. You were born to rule, to create, to lead, to shine. I know you feel tired. I know you're scared. I know you've been through so much. But I also know this: you are ready. You don't feel ready, but you are. You don't see what I see. You don't know how many demons trembled when you woke up this morning. You don't know how many angels are standing guard around you right now. You don't know how much power is in your words. But soon, you will. If you obey now, if you release what needs to be released, if you protect what's left of your strength, I will open doors so quickly, it will scare your enemies. I will promote you in front of the ones who mocked you. I will send unexpected favor through unexpected people. I will break generational curses. I will restore the years you lost. I will silence the ones who tried to bury you. And I will raise you up, in public, so they all know who was with you the entire time. But you must act now. Don't delay. Don't second guess. Don't explain yourself to people who never saw you clearly in the first place. Just obey. Quietly. Swiftly. Boldly. Because this is your moment. This is your final warning. This is your divine appointment. Heaven is standing still, holding its breath, waiting to see if you will choose faith over familiarity, power over pain, truth over tolerance, destiny over distraction. Do not scroll away. Do not move on to the next thing. Stay here. Sit with this. Let it soak into your spirit. Because this is not just another message. This is a lifeline. A spiritual lifeline being extended to you at the last possible second. Grab it. Cling to it. Follow it. It will not steer you wrong. And above all, remember this: God is not done with you. He never was. He's still speaking. He's still waiting. But now, He's weeping. Because He knows what's coming, and He's begging you not to miss your moment. You've asked for confirmation. This is it. You've prayed for clarity. This is it. You've cried for help. This is it. Don't ignore it. It's not too late. But it soon will be. God saw you crying when no one else did. He heard the whispers you didn't repeat to anyone, the ones that came from your own heart late at night when the world had gone silent and your soul was aching for an answer. And still, He waited patiently, hoping you'd remember what He already told you: you are not alone. You never were. Even in your loneliest moments, heaven surrounded you. Even when you felt ignored by people, you were being protected by angels. Even when rejection slammed the door in your face, God was behind it, whispering, "Not this one, child. It will hurt you. I have something better." But now He's running out of time to prepare you. This is the hour. This is the moment. The final thread is dangling, and what you do next will decide whether it holds or snaps. You've already had dreams, flashes of warning, feelings that woke you from your sleep. Someone's name keeps popping into your mind. Someone you love or once loved, but something is off. You've ignored that divine nudge because you didn't want to believe what it might mean. But heaven cannot stay quiet any longer. What that person is doing behind your back is darker than you can comprehend. What they've said, what they've written, what they've agreed to, it's not for your good. And yet, God is still giving them a chance to stop. That's why there's a pause right now. Why everything feels strange. Why things seem frozen around you. Because this is the moment when justice and mercy are in tension. Heaven wants to protect you, but heaven also wants to give everyone a chance to repent. The angels are holding their positions, waiting for one more instruction. Seen it with your eyes or felt it with your hands, but heaven has been trying to reach you for hours. Not minutes. Not just this morning. For hours, heaven has been knocking at the door of your heart. And yet, something in you almost skipped this moment again. Something inside you almost turned away. But God says this is your final chance. Not because He's giving up on you, but because the moment of decision is now. Not later. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Now. You need to hear this with your full heart. If you ignore this moment again, you will regret it deeply, not because God will punish you, but because the blessing He is trying to send you right now is time-sensitive. There is a miracle prepared. A door about to open. A message just for you. But you must receive it. You must not skip this moment again. You must not allow fear, pride, doubt, or distraction to make you miss what heaven is pouring out right now. God says this: I love you too much to be silent. That's why I keep coming after you. That's why I've tried again and again. I've whispered in your sleep. I've placed signs in your path. I've stirred your spirit while you walked through crowds. You felt it, you knew I was there. And now I say, open this message fully. This is not a coincidence. This is your rescue. I, the Lord, am not far. I am here. I have been watching you when you cried and no one knew. I've watched when you put on a brave face for others but collapsed in secret. I've seen how heavy the pain has been. The weight. The confusion. The betrayal. The longing to be understood. I've seen how tired you are. You keep pushing. You keep holding on. But barely. And now I say, you don't have to do this alone. You were never supposed to carry it by yourself. You think you're being strong. But I am not asking for strength from you, I am offering my strength to you. There is nothing more powerful than a child who admits they need their father. I am your father. I am not angry with you. I am not here to punish you. I am here to lift you, to speak to the storm inside your heart, to deliver you from the dark cloud hovering over your thoughts. I've been here all along. But now you must open up. You must listen. You must let me in. Not halfway. Not with conditions. Completely. I know what they said to you. I know the promises people made and broke. I know how deep the wounds are. But I am not like man. I do not lie. I do not fail. I do not abandon. Every word I speak is living. Every promise I've made over your life still stands. But you must take the step toward me. I will not force you. I want your love freely. I want your trust because you believe I'm worthy of it. I want your heart, not your performance. You don't have to pretend in front of me. I already know the real you, and I still choose you. Archangel Michael has been dispatched on your behalf. Right now, as you read this, he is fighting in the realm you cannot see. The attacks that were sent against you, the words, the curses, the demonic assignments, he has intercepted them. You may not have realized how close danger came to your life. But Michael blocked it. You may not know how close the enemy was to snatching your mind, destroying your spirit. But heaven said no. I said no. Because your life is not random. Your life is sacred. Your story has divine purpose. You are still breathing because I still have something glorious to complete in you. But you must wake up. You must stop scrolling past me. You must stop ignoring my voice. You must stop drowning in things that were never sent from me. I am not the author of confusion. I am not the spirit of fear. I do not speak to you with shame. I am not the voice that makes you feel worthless. I am the one who calls you beloved, chosen, redeemed, worth dying for. And I proved it, on the cross, with blood, with pain, with everything I had. For you. So why do you hide from me? Why do you run when I reach for you? You say you're not ready. But you're not meant to get ready alone. You say you're too broken. But I heal what's broken. You say you've messed up too many times. But I say my mercy is new every morning. I didn't ask you to be perfect. I asked you to come to me. I will perfect you. I will make all things new. But you must let go. Let go of what you've been using to distract yourself. Let go of the pain you keep covering up. Let go of the shame that doesn't belong to you. It's time to come home. Your spirit knows what I'm saying is true. You've been seeing signs, repeating numbers, dreams that stir your spirit, names that appear out of nowhere. It's not your imagination. It's me. Reaching, calling, confirming. I've placed this divine message in your path because you are on the edge of something life-altering. But only if you choose to believe. Only if you choose to trust me enough to surrender. You don't need all the answers. You just need to take one step. Do you feel that stirring in your chest? That's me. Do you feel the tears forming in your eyes? That's not weakness, it's healing. I am restoring what was broken inside you. I am redeeming what they took from you. I am rebuilding what the enemy tried to burn down. I'm doing it now. Even as you read these words, things are shifting in the unseen realm. Chains are breaking. Demons are fleeing. Angels are drawing near. Your spirit is awakening. But you must decide. This is your final warning before a major shift occurs in your life. This is not a threat. This is not to scare you. It is to awaken you. There is a window open in the heavens, and it will not remain open forever. The opportunity I'm placing in front of you is sacred. You can't bring fear with you. You can't bring doubt with you. This door requires faith. It requires surrender. It requires the real you. God is in tears because He doesn't want you to miss it again. He doesn't want you to settle for less again. He doesn't want you to keep living in survival mode when He's offering you full life. He doesn't want to watch you sit in silence when you were created to speak with fire. He doesn't want you to stay around people who don't value your light. You were not made to blend in. You were made to radiate divine power. If you knew what's about to be released over your life, you would drop everything and fall to your knees in worship. The blessings are already lined up. The healing is already on its way. The person who will change your life has already been assigned to you. But you must come into alignment. You must step into obedience. You must say yes, even when it scares you. That's when the miracle happens. There is someone who has been talking about you behind your back, but not to harm you. Heaven is speaking your name into the ears of those who are assigned to elevate you. Doors are about to open. But they can't open if your spirit is closed. Open up. Trust again. Risk your faith again. I will catch you. I will guide you. I will never drop you. The enemy has tried to lie to you. Tried to convince you that you're too late. That you're too flawed. That you've missed your chance. But the devil is a liar. And every lie he spoke over you, I now cancel with the truth of heaven. You are not late. You are right on time. My grace covers you. My favor surrounds you. My hand is upon you. This is your divine moment. Let my love flood every corner of your being. Let my spirit fill your lungs. Let my peace silence your anxiety. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are. And I say you are worthy. You are mine. You are a miracle in motion. Archangel Michael says this message has been delayed long enough. You've waited long enough. The hesitation must end now. The miracle must begin now. He has guarded your path for years. You should not be alive, but here you are. That's no accident. It's destiny. Don't delay. Don't skip this. Don't think this is just another message. It isn't. This is heaven screaming through the noise. This is your final divine interruption. Will you respond? Will you surrender? Will you trust that God's tears are not tears of anger, but tears of deep love? He doesn't want to lose you. He never will. But he needs your yes. Now. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Say this, God, I surrender. Forgive me. Heal me. I am ready for the life you've prepared for me. I trust you. I choose you. Heaven hears it. That one whisper just changed everything. You are safe. You are surrounded. You are seen. You are loved. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop the miracle that is about to break open over your life. God has waited long enough. And now, it begins. God is in tears. Not because he is weak, but because his love for you is deeper than oceans and higher than the heavens. He has been trying to reach you for hours. Every moment you felt a sudden tug on your heart, every chill that ran through your body out of nowhere, every thought that rose up unexpectedly that told you something is wrong, was him. He's been sending you signs, whispering through silence, nudging you in your spirit, waiting for you to stop and listen. And now he says, this is your final chance. Not because he wants to punish you, but because what's coming can no longer be delayed. This is not just another message. This is not just words on a screen. This is a direct cry from heaven. A divine interception. A rescue mission. A call into the deepest parts of your soul. Don't skip this. Don't brush it off like you have before. If you ignore this time, you will regret it. Deeply. Not because he will harm you, but because you will miss something so life-altering, so divinely appointed, so miraculous, that your heart will cry later, if only I had listened. Right now, heaven is watching you. Archangel Michael stands near you with an urgency you've never felt before. There's a trembling in the spiritual realm. Something is shifting. Something is moving. The darkness that has been following you is afraid. Yes, even the shadows recognize that your moment is here. Because if you say yes to this moment, the chains break. If you open your heart to this message, the curse shatters. If you surrender now, the entire direction of your life begins to shift into divine alignment. God says, my child, you are not alone. I've never left you. Not for one breath. Even in your darkest moments, I stood by you. Even when you cursed the sky, I stayed silent, knowing you would return. I watched you struggle to keep smiling when your heart was breaking. I saw how you tried to be strong when everything inside you wanted to collapse. I wept with you. I wrapped my invisible arms around you. I covered you when you didn't even know danger was near. And now I'm calling you again. Please, don't ignore me this time. You have no idea what was written in the spiritual realm concerning your destiny. There are plans for your healing. For your restoration. For miracles you haven't dared to pray for. But there's been a battle, oh yes, a war you cannot see. The enemy has tried everything to keep you stuck in the same loop. Same thoughts. Same fears. Same heartbreak. Same delay. He's whispered lies like, you're too late, or nothing will ever change, or God doesn't really see you. But the devil is a liar. And today, God is exposing every lie spoken over your life. You are loved. You are important. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. You are God's child. And that means something powerful. That means you are not forsaken. That means you are not forgotten. That means you are marked for something greater. Heaven has assigned angels to your name. Right now, they are leaning in. Right now, they are standing guard. Right now, They are pushing back darkness that was scheduled to hit your life this very week. Yes, what was meant for harm is being intercepted as you read these very words. God says, I need you to trust me now more than ever. You are so close to something beautiful, but the enemy has been trying to cloud your vision. He's been trying to get you to walk away before the breakthrough comes. He's been using delay and confusion to wear you down. But I say to you, do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season, you will reap. You will harvest. You will receive. And God is weeping not because you've disappointed Him, but because He knows the burden you carry. He knows how heavy it's been. You've been walking through fire and smiling through pain. You've been holding everyone else together while falling apart in secret. You've been crying in silence because you didn't want anyone to think you were weak. But your silence has reached heaven. Every time